It's been a minute since I've been on this mic.
Yes, it has. Go ahead.
Uh-uh. Oh boy, we got people in the comments already. That's
Boy was up there at 7:32 p.m. Yeah, we're cut.
crazy.
Well,
Oh my God,
well,
got a
well,
lot to
well.
talk about. Absolutely got a lot to talk about. Uh, got a lot to talk about. Nick say he got stuff to say. CJ in the building. It's gonna be crazy. Y'all in the comments, man. Y'all ready to get rocking, man? Y'all ready to stop? Don't forget to repost, retweet, join on the YouTube link, send in all your family members, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, they got Louvu, CJ Mag, Luke Hurt.
Bro, I just
The
seen the Louisville news.
Louvu news is insane, bro.
That is crazy work. Crazy work indeed. Oh, oh,
My bad.
never mind.
Yeah, the Louvu news is insane, man. But here we are, right? Catalina wine mixer. All right, man. Let's get started, man. Look at the comments, crazy. Look at this. We cook. We here. I got things to say. I got something to say, man. Got Luke hurt. The refs got Luke hurt. What is it? We about to put plungers in him, man. All them dates he been on. Can we still trade him? We got out of properly tackled. Oh my gosh. Ah, I know it looks like Ceelo is at a hotel, but he disappeared. I don't know exactly where he is. But Breeze, what's good, man?
What's good?
Oh, there you go.
What's good? Is he back? No, he's still
He
frozen.
trying to slide around the camera. Welcome back to Owning the Huddle podcast. Brother Deuce is here. He's here to defend his O line. I'm getting sick and tired of you dudes and this fan base talking about my O line. We gonna handle this today. Yo, what up? Welcome back to Owning the Huddle podcast. We got CeeLo, we got DT. I'm your boy Deuce. Breeze is gonna be out today. Prayers up for Breeze, his family, his friends' family, because y'all know, sadly, a couple years ago, one of his closest friends took their own life. And today is the anniversary of that. So right now they're celebrating his life. So absolutely keep him in your prayers
Yeah.
as you go through this difficult time. Yeah, man. Uh uh yeah, man. Breaking news. Frankie Louvu. You know what I'm saying? He's been suspended one game. It said he's been suspended for. Let me get you exact. I think he really peed off some people when he was doing those jumps last year, bro. I think he made a few people mad because they got him for his third hip drop tackle,
Third one.
third hip drop tackle. Um,
third one though. Like,
Yeah.
game was so bad we didn't even realize.
It says Commanders linebacker Frankie Louvu has been suspended without pay for one game for repeatedly violations of playing rules intended to protect the health and safety of players, including during Sunday's game against the Seattle Seahawks. This is Louvu's third hip drop tackle of the season. He was previously fined for actions in week 4 and 8, and I don't think any of them was called for penalties. But I know the last fine was $46,000, and this is one game suspension. I don't know what the next fine is going to be because he's already missing a rack of tackles, so now he got to think about not tackling the way that he was most comfortable tackling was actually against the rules. So now he's going to start missing even more tackles, bro. Oh my god. Oh, I get they trying to trade Lulu. Oh man, Marshawn. Oh man, they calling you Uncle Ceelo. Who do we have in the linebacker room? I don't know, man, but y'all gonna get y'all wish. I guess Kane gonna be up there.
Man,
Joe Witt on the field. Joe Witt gonna be on the sideline. Yep, that's what it is. Oh well, Boone say that yo, if that offense score again, I'm taking over. It's a wrap, bro. I don't know if y'all want to do initial reactions. I guess we can. The day after. Um, DT, we can start with DT because I don't think the public has heard you in any fashion since yesterday, other than via posts and interactions. Man, Ceelo has been verbally talking about this game, bro. We are so cooked. Go ahead, DT.
yeah. So I did drop a TikTok this morning. You guys would gladly follow me on TikTok as well, but
Oh, you said something on TikTok?
yes, I dropped a video before I even clocked in.
Oh, you talking about sports?
Yeah, talking about the Commanders.
Oh, I think you talking about something else.
Bro, come on, bro. Anyway, bro, like I'm lost at words, y'all. Like, I mean, I knew, I was. If you guys are, we go back and forth in group chats. We go back and forth on the timeline. I was telling a couple of people in a certain chat that I understand that the Seahawks are not Kansas City, but we have not proven anything of any competence on defense. So Seattle might come in here and look like the Rams when they had Kurt Warner and Marshall Faulk in them. And that's exactly what they did, because we can't play man coverage. You can't play zone coverage. You can't play cover 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 quarters, mat zone, inverted. You can't play none of that. It don't matter what get called. They have answers. So it doesn't even matter on defense. We're not mad about defense at this point. I think we can all come into agree. This offense, though, has been absolutely putrid past couple of games. Now, whereas is offensive line changes, getting guys back in, wide receivers in and out the lineup every single week, having Chris Moore having to look like Miles Austin at times is disgusting. You mean to tell me my franchise quarterback has to hoop with Chris Moore? You know how long Chris Moore been in the league? Deuce found out he's been in the league for like 10 to 11 years this year.
I didn't even know, bro.
This is disgusting. And I was looking at a couple of the clips of the game last night, surprisingly, and there were times where the ball literally gets snaps into Jaden's hand, and somebody is literally in his face. He has no hot. Nobody is beating press coverage. Nobody is finding the zone good enough other than Zach Ertz in zone coverage. Now, we can also say Jaden has probably missed some opportunities, but to also be fair, he's been in and out of the lineup too. His wide receivers have been in and out of the lineup. This offense has been putrid. We can't run. Well, we can't run the ball consistently. They don't believe in a RB by committee because Bill is the main one getting all the carries. Last time I checked, a running back by committee is somebody who has the hot hand. And the last couple of weeks, Ja'Cory Crosby-Merritt has not had the hot hand.
He's not Bill no more. Like
Ja'Cory Crosby-Merritt has not had the hot hand.
Y'all made me start calling him Bill.
And they refuse to change the running backs. And I can see Ja'Cory is pressing too much at times in the backfield. There are literally wide open gaps when he had that last night. He could have had at least 40 yards rushing. Trading Bill is nasty. But hey, at this point, we already said let's trade everybody outside of Jaden Daniels. And to sit here a day after what we just saw yesterday, my franchise quarterback playing all the way to the fourth quarter. Now, before I say this, and Deuce tweeted this out, I saw this tweet immediately, and I agree with him. Until 5 get taken out the game, in terms of coach decision, I'm going to watch the game. 5 got hurt yesterday. That was the only time I got mad because, yes, I wanted him to play, but we're in here 38-7, and you already punted the ball, which means you already gave up on the game. Protect your investment, man. That's all we've been screaming for. Having to see my quarterback arm going the other way. Now we got to sit here. I don't even think some of us are going to even sit here and watch the game. I think we're just going to come on the podcast and just be like, what do y'all see today? Because I sure ain't going to watch it. I'm done, man. I'm done. That's all I got. I mean, good God Almighty. I'm sitting here like incompetence, bro.
Let me look at my text message. Let me see. Ceelo text me at
Chris Moore, people. We got Chris Moore at wide receiver 1.
Hey, look, hey DT. Ceelo text me at 10:40. I don't know what part I don't remember what quarter 10:40 was, but he texts, I'm out.
God.
I'm out.
That was the end of the third, early fourth, I think. Early fourth.
Go ahead, Ceelo, you up, man.
Yeah, so I think DT covered for the most part. Hey, props to Josh Harris in the organization for a lovely retirement ceremony for Art Monk. That was actually pretty dope. Yeah, it was actually pretty dope. So I just think
actually
it's too much, man.
I'll play it at the end of the show.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's too much. I think the injuries are single-handedly destroyed this season. We were definitely already questionable depth-wise coming into the season. It just got immediately tested and couldn't overcome it in comparisons, or when you think about that against some of the top tier offenses and defenses we faced this season so far. Just couldn't do enough. Yeah, man, Coach Witt, I like Coach Witt. I like, what he's about. I believe that he was going to be what we needed to, as a defensive coordinator. I honestly thought, we could talk about it later on, I actually thought combination of DQ and Joe Witt was a good combination. You have an up and coming, I know he's not the youngest coordinator, but his first coordinator role. And then you have a head coach that's obviously a defensive guy. So together, I thought it may work out. If things get too hectic, DQ steps in. It's a balance and helping him grow, but it just ain't working out. injury plus maybe inexperience and DQ, maybe two hands, whatever the reasons may be, hasn't worked out. Defense has been very, very disappointing. And that's just really the takeaway, bro. Injuries, defense, and yeah, man, 2026, where you at?
2026, where you at? CJ said he left at 9:30.
Oh, that's early.
What's up, Brian? How you feeling, man? Mock draft time.
Yeah.
It's you like wit. So like let's go back to the op month thing. Like I think when we talk about like where the team is headed, and where we've come from as far as like the business side, there's still a lot to be excited about this team and this organization moving forward, right? And I know what happened last year, to go in with to what happened this year, it's like it's very disappointing, right? And it's very disappointing, and like you have a right to be mad, upset, want everybody fired, and all the different type of things. We're gonna try to get into the whole wit firing thing. But when it comes to that presentation and what they did, like Art Monk learning about him and the things that he did, and I don't know if you know, Riddle Radio's on in the mornings at right between 8:15, 8:35. He kind of broke down like what Art Monk meant to the team and to the city back then, right? Like I didn't know as much as that for what he meant. And he was like, that's the type of person that you've been looking for as a fan base, right? And they also mentioned what I didn't even realize, he has the longest ovation in Hall of Fame induction ever. Like bringing him up for the Hall of Fame, he has the longest ovation ever. And that tells you a lot about the character of someone when people from all over acknowledges him. So out of some positive points from last night, those are one of the positive points. And like Josh Harris said, like this should have been happening, right? He should not have had to wait this long for them to do this. And I absolutely think next year is probably going to be Ricky Sanders. I think Ricky Sanders is going to be the next jersey retired. So Jaden Lane, you have to come up off of that jersey next year. So I don't know if you know it yet, but it's absolutely coming. Um where do we stop, bro? Like it's so much to discuss about this team, and where we are now. I guess we can start like do you all I don't see any salvaging this season with Murray. Like it hit me early. Do y'all realize Josh Jacobs is a quick QB too?
Talking about Johnson?
Josh Johnson, whatever his name is.
Yeah. So you know who's gonna be QB3?
Emergency quarterback. Like, do we know? Like this is the dude that won us a game in 2020 when we got hit by COVID. Let's not forget that. Let's put some respect on.
Bro
Josh.
is like 4-23 in the NFL. let's not gas this up, bro. Bro, it's like I'm about to pull his record up, bro. Bro has like the worst win and loss percentage as any backup, bro. We're not gonna gas this up, man. We are fried, bro.
I think that was the Alex Smith injury year when we went through like 15
Oh, that was that
quarterbacks.
year? Oh,
you want to
that was
that
COVID
is
year.
crazy. He been here for doggone God.
Yeah, he's like 39.
He was the backup in Baltimore, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
he's got a lot of jobs after us. Like
QB,
that kind of springboarded his career even longer.
Or restarted because he's been chilling up until that point.
Yeah, restarted. Like he's played for a lot of teams since then, bro. I can't and I think like, all right, so I mean, look, we're gonna be all over the place, bro. So when you look at the roster construction of this team, I think like the conversation is going to be coming soon. Like I was hoping not to start this conversation to the all season, but hey, we here. Like
bro is 1-8 as a starter, bro. I'm sorry to cut you off.
He 1-8?
1-8, bro.
For these Commanders or for his whole career?
His whole career, bro.
Dang. And that one was with us, right?
The one win was with us. This is disgusting.
Because remember, he was like crying. He was living. He was so excited about that win.
Bro, it was against the Jaguars, bro. It was against my girlfriend's team. Let's please calm down, bro.
I get it. Get it?
This is disgusting.
So like
I hate
let's go
football.
back, right? So when you think about roster construction,
It's easier.
right? And I think Ceelo talked about it, and like Teddy been talking about it since all last year, how frugal or cheap Adam Peters is. Even going back, and I know like hindsight is absolutely always 2020, and you think about the players that's injured. Well, we should have kept this person. Well, how we know they didn't get injured? They wouldn't have got injured. Like whatever the case may be. But when you go back and you look at the roster construction of this team, it's like I really want to know, like how much more did they want, right? Like is Peters, is he so stuck on a number, and does he even have the cachet to be stuck on a number as far as what these players want? Like was he really like really feeling himself about all the praise he was getting about being the next one, and like what he did in San Fran as the, you know, the day 3 picks. Like what y'all think, man? Y'all think he hopefully he's humble, or like do you think he like I don't know. I mean, I know Ceelo has been on this thing for like 6 months, and I've been dodging him and bucking at him ever since. But here I am, right?
Yeah, go ahead, CeeLo.
That's a good question. Is he feeling himself? Maybe. I think the big issue for him though is less about the money and it's about the years, right? Like you see a lot of the guys we picked up, they're 1 year deals, maybe a couple 2 year. Like we got a couple of the 3 year extensions. We all talk about those sometimes, Luvu and Biotic, stuff like that. But
Yeah, I think
every
him, the other Dorrance, Ken Law,
Dorrance, Ken Law,
Sam. I guess you could ask Sam, Terry, but yeah.
Sam, oh Cosme, right. So, but everybody else that fills out your 22, they've been
Mm-hmm.
these are 1 year deals, right? And so if he's going into free agency with through their agent and saying, hey, listen, this is what we got for you, take it or leave it, and somebody else offers 2 years or maybe even 3 years, that's a big difference in terms of NFL, commitment. So yeah, man, I think they may have kind of been feeling themselves after the first year of success. Okay, cool. You got to fill out a roster. Yeah, you got Bobby, which is a great pickup at the time, and you got a couple pieces like, hey, you know what? Let's see what happens. And we all went into 2022 thinking kind of a rebuild, and it ended up working out like way better than expected. So they did the same thing and tried to add a couple more of those veterans. And I think some of them dudes was like, nah, bro. Like, what you talking about? DJ Reed and
Mm-hmm.
Demarcus Lawrence and all those guys, like, you cool, but you ain't that cool,
Mm-hmm.
and they had other suitors, right? Detroit, Seattle, both really good organizations. And so, yeah, I think he probably overplayed his hand a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And he lost because it cost us in some cases the depth. I mean, imagine us if we had, you can't imagine, but it's just the luck has been terrible. But I just like, how much did you really save, Adam? Right? You saved a couple $1 million here. We are literally, what was it like? Was it 23 million or 44 million or something like that this year in terms of cap space? Like, what are we
Mm-hmm.
going to do with that money? I know it rolls over, but so yeah, I think it was the years, and I think he probably was feeling himself just a little bit because because of 5 and the success that we experienced.
Yeah. What you think, DT?
Yeah, so where I'm at on this is it's not only just when it comes to free agency, I also think it comes within the draft as well and the trades they have made in the past 2 years. Just looking overall at the roster, when he inherited it, obviously he made the famous hesitant face when someone he asked him to describe the roster, and obviously it wasn't up to his standards. But now looking at it with the way he invests in free agency, for as much money as we have had the past 2 years, he has not been the biggest splurger up there. In our history, when the old regime and stuff, we have always been one of the top competitors in the off season, spending quality dollars on some of these big names and guys like this. But now you see what Adam Peters has done. You're seeing a guy who is working on the job firsthand without having a guy like John Lynch around him. This is his rodeo. This is his show. And, he's using his experiences from these past places he's been, like New England and Denver. And he has had some hits in free agency in the drafts, but he also has had some misses as well. And at some point, we have to get to the point where we got to stop talking about some of the players that Ron has missed. While is understandable, we're right here, and it's year 2. I think he definitely could have made a little bit more of an investment in the second year, knowing that he was going to use some of these draft picks to acquire Laramie Tunsil, knowing that he was going to, even though it was only one pick, to get a Deebo Samuel to go in the wide receiver room. But you have to start trying to build this now, even though we went to the NFC Championship, because you still knew the roster was not up to par. Jaden Daniels had an absolutely one-of-a-kind year as a rookie quarterback, and he covered up the entire team. And we have gotten to this point where we looked at, well, he can still do it again. He can only do it for so much. And right now you're seeing just a bad product. You're seeing a team that didn't go all in on the skill position around him. You're having a 7th-round rookie becoming your lead back who has struggled the past couple of games. He's a talented player, but you still need a guy back there. You're looking at a wide receiver room where you had some guys that would contribute last year, but the guys that you're filling in, they've been kind of a hit and miss. You're having Chris Moore, well, like I said again, trying to be one of those guys week in and week out. Jalen Lane has had his struggles. Luke McCaffrey has taken the best of his opportunities, but he's not getting a lot of opportunities when it comes in the wide receiver room.
Right.
The tight ends, Ben Sinnott, you drafted him in the 2nd round, and that is the debate about him. Is he a fullback or is he an actual tight end? Because he can do everything that John Bates do, but he got some yak behind him. And you just look at some of the picks and stuff as itself that so far these guys are depth pieces or guys that were supposed to be starters, but they have not really panned out so far. And now we're heading into year 3 with still some money, but you got 6 picks. Year 3 is going to be crucial.
Hopefully we can get more.
Year 3 is going to be crucial for Adam Peters and Dan Quinn. And I also need to know who are these players, Dan Quinn players, or are these AP players?
Oh boy!
Because when I see AP players, there's these 6'6" guys. But when you look at in history of DQ, 6'3", 6'2", 245, elite athlete can get to the quarterback. Is there a marriage within the type of guys they want?
CJ, I just want to take this time to thank you for returning back to becoming a member of the community. Appreciate you. Just want to let you know that we appreciate you. This doesn't even, this only goes like 3 seconds. Oh yeah, we got applauses now. Oh, sooty now. All right, let's get through some of these comments, man. Oh, Mitch, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you as always. Mitch. We got this. Nah, we ain't doing that, John. He ain't doing that, John. I don't know what that was. Oh man, Mitch says bench Lulu and Bobby, give me Kane, McGee, and Kane. Well, listen,
don't worry about Lulu.
Like you're gonna get Kane. Like there ain't no doubt about that. Like Kane is up, because your boy is suspended for crashing out as always. Let's get through some of these comments real quick. Uh About to put the plungers is crazy. Um Mock draft time. Let me see where I'm at. There we go. Oh yeah, it was 2018. That was my bad. Nick said he's so mad. Nick trying to get rid of everybody, bro. Oh my god, this pod is making it even worse, even me more and more angry.
Dang, we just got started.
Oh man, look at Jake. What's up, Jake? He's topping in. Oh man, this is insane. They're live. Put in Sam Howden, at least the female fans will get excited. The season was
Wow.
cooked when folks thought Burks and Chosen was going to revitalize the offense. Peters better open up the checkbook this summer. Yeah, he better. Like, this is a very pivotal offseason, like DT was saying. I really think he wanted to see the status of this team with the schedule we have. But yeah, I mean the injuries, like you really not going to ever be able to look back on this season and say like it's going to be a whole lot of what ifs about this season because of the injuries and the depth chart. But one thing that we do know is Jaden really covered up this team in a whole lot of ways last year. Like there's no doubt about that at all. Appreciate the retweet. Can we fast forward to the draft? Nope, doesn't work like that. Yeah, I'm tired of that whole comparison. I just think that's insane. I think they were unsure of the young guys. Really thought the Super Bowl window was wide open. We just missed the mark. Yeah, we missed it. And injuries ain't make it no better. I gotta run real quick. Go ahead, Ceelo. I know you was about to say something when DT was talking.
Just gonna say, DT, do you feel like Lance Newmark is kind of like um a little bit of like a voice of experience for for Adam Peters? I mean, he's been in the business for 30 years plus.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe that was why he hired him, is to kind of give him that sort of um, veteran presence. But you know what I'm saying? Like, someone who's been around the block a little bit and he can lean in to protect him as far as what to do, what not to do. So I think about why they brought in guys like Lance and some other dudes to help Adam Peters out. So I don't know, man.
I mean, that's an interesting point because that is a guy who has had a lot of experience in the NFL.
Yeah.
During his time with Detroit, he was there for Detroit when they were losing, and he was also there when they were being revitalized, as well. I think the game that's being played is like I think for you what you said is AP played hardball with a lot of people. He stands his ground. And when it comes to some of these free agents and some of these guys that you want to acquire, they don't get the contract that they probably would have got it if he wasn't there. And you're just looking at overall with this team, like, yes, we knew we had holes. Yes, they had signed a lot of these 1-year deals to fill to fill some of the gaps and stuff. But having Noah Brown as your wide receiver too, when he has never been a wide receiver too, or matter of fact, not even a guy that has been consistently healthy, that is insane to me. Not having guys in some of these situations where they have never had these roles and you're trying to fill them and you're taking a gamble, and so far they have not paid off. I mean, the wide receiver room was probably a room where we felt like, if all three were healthy, this could be a solid room. But all three have not been healthy. Debo has been the only one really. He's missed one game, but he's been the one guy that has constantly been in the lineup. But with the heel injury, he's not 100% healthy. I mean, having guys like Michael Gallup in your wide receiver room after he retired, you could have signed some other guys, bro.
Man.
I'm just
And like when we think about like the whole Michael Gallup thing, right? Like I'm okay with that if you're trying to, look out for your buddy. You know what I'm saying? He might need a couple dollars or something like that. So, you bring him and train. But bro, he should be like wide receiver 9, right? Like you shouldn't even he shouldn't even be in position to win a job. Like we have to find a way to like stop with these old dudes that we trying to help out, like help their career. You know what I'm saying? Like last year, Martavius Bryant. This year, him. Like I'm tired of saying that. I don't
Yeah,
want
I
to see
agree
that
with you.
anymore. Nico said he's so defeated after last night. Appreciate y'all getting out shows and content. We need a 13 miracle moves at this point. I can tell you I can tell you this. I can make a promise this because I know I've been out the last few weeks. Been a whole lot going on personally with both of my daughters. And I celebrated 10 years at the top of it, so I was out for all that. But it's been a lot going on. But I can promise you this: um, when the team is down like this, you'll see the content creators who's like fans of the team and in it for the fans and in it just for the love of it. Right? You'll see. That's why you always hear me say, "Do it because you love it, not because it loves you." You have to love this to continue to do content when your team is trash. Right?
Unlike the
So
Panthers.
right, yeah, like those content create like you'll begin to see because you just don't know how many people reached out over the last like 9 months about starting channels and stuff like that, right? Because of the hype and because of the train. Like we gonna see if it continues, but I can tell you, we'll be here for sure. AP, I don't mind AP playing hardball to start negotiate, but acting like you're too good to match offers for talent is where you lose me. I absolutely agree. What's up, RVA? What's up, man? Appreciate you, man. Nick says I'm still mad about the off season, the freaking preseason, and like everything, like everything is just it's a snowball effect, man. And I put out, and we could kind of go here, right? Like I put a post out earlier on what you would blame for the season being 3-6, and I kind of knew like what it would be. But let me see if I can find. I don't know if y'all saw it today. Uh, let me see if I can find. Hold
I seen it so much, bro. I'm kind of worried.
on.
Doggone kids put
So,
commanders on
like, is it Terry McLaurin holdout in the vibes of the team?
God.
Is it Joe Witt, Marshawn Lattimore flags, injuries, or Adam Peters roster construction? We'll start right. We'll start with you, Ceelo. What's the biggest one?
It's so
The
nasty.
reason to be 3-6 right now.
The biggest one. I gotta go with Terry.
Mm,
Wow.
Yeah, I
the
gotta go with
vibes.
not the vibes. I gotta go
But
with
no, but
Terry
that's what
though.
I mean though. Not Terry injury, but Terry the vibes of training camp.
Oh,
Like that's what I mean by like Terry. That's why I said the vibes. People say we're losing because of Terry
oh,
and the vibes were
nah,
off.
nah, nah, nah,
Yeah,
nah,
But people
nah.
yeah,
still watch Commander Logs.
yeah. Right, exactly. Like that used to, and I remember you saying that. I was like, bro, this makes so much sense. Like we watching these commander logs, and these dudes are crazy hype. Let me see if I can put it up so you can read it. It'd probably be better if y'all could read. I mean, even everybody that's in the comments, and don't forget to like. If you're not subscribed, please do. Please share it wherever you are. Repost. We absolutely appreciate y'all. If and if you see it on X, repost it there too. But let me pull it up real quick. Hold up. Oh boy, it's crazy. Somebody told me you don't know ball because you've never played it. The day has been crazy. Oh, hey, we got to talk about the Brian Mitchell thing too. I didn't realize. I think I know who he's talking about.
Uh oh.
All right, here we go. Let me see. I don't even know if I can really blow it up like that.
Your Twitter's in dark mode. Yo, this is legendary, bro.
Welcome to.
Welcome to the
Finally,
dark side.
finally, right? Y'all been getting on me for
OMG.
like 3 years. All right, so here it is. Everybody in the comments, put your number one. Don't say all the above. Everybody kept trying to do all the above. Which one of these is the main reason for us being 3-6?
Oh yeah, I got it. Okay, so yeah, AP,
Roster construction.
AP.
Why you say that?
Because at the end of the day, which I hate that term, but it's all about talent, bro. In this league, it is about talent.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it all off season, parts of last season, and the parts of this season. Jaden Daniels' talent overcame this entire roster. And so when you have talent, you can overcome poor coaching, maybe a couple of things here and there. Everything ain't got to be perfect when you have talent. But we went the lesser talent route and tried to sort of, kind of massage our way back to the championship game, right? We added, some lesser than pieces, not bad guys, but we just expected them to do way more than they've ever done in their career. Dietrich Wise has never been the guy, ever.
Mm-hmm.
Been like 10 years. Why would he do that now? But he's a good player, right? So that's what I'm talking about. Like, if you're going to set us up and go along with this philosophy or whatever it is with AP and these 1-year deals, you just gotta fill a roster. I have to at some point, and my quarterback isn't available, right, because of the injuries. The injuries not on your list, but I just think that, I mean, it is like fourth. I mean, it is, but I think as far as like after injuries, because that's something you just can't overcome. I think the roster construction was extremely, for lack of a better term, lazy. Oh, we got it. We got to the NFC Championship game. Let's just run it back. Add a few pieces here and there, run it back. Like Tunsil and Debo, good moves, but we can't even see that at this point, right? Because it's masked by so many other issues, defense, injuries, etc. So, just in my opinion, I would say talent above everything. You have talent on the roster, doesn't have to be top to bottom, but if you have talent on the roster, they cover up so much. And I just don't feel like we went all in as I thought we would.
Yeah. Mitch says Joe Witt. Nico says Adam Peters. I think we mad about roster control because of the injuries. So like, all right, we're gonna go to we're gonna come back to that. So here's my thought. I think we banked on lower talent to achieve until injuries happen, and now those low tier talent guys dropping off to using guys on that'll be a free agency for 6 months. DT, where you stand?
This is probably difficult, but I'm gonna have to lean with Ceelo because, well, yes, a lot of people are gonna talk about the injuries and stuff like that. Teams find a way to win despite of injuries, and the roster construction, we just don't have enough blue chip guys on this team where we're gonna be like, especially on defense, mainly on defense. Like, Laramie Tunsil, yes, that's a blue chip. Jada Daniels, blue chip. Those guys are, Interior Corn is a blue chip when healthy. Those guys are, you're guaranteed like they're going to come in and show up. But when you talk about this defense, signing a lot of above average guys or average guys, and the depth after those guys is not very considering among teams when you look around the league, like even in your own division. Like, the one thing we could say about Philly was they kept drafting guys and they kept building and developing those guys until it was time for them to break out. Then they broke out to the point where Philly either was going to pay them or they couldn't pay them. They trade them off or they go in free agency. They sign a big deal among somewhere else like a Milton Williams, and then they get a comp pick later. We're not at that point where these guys can come in and contribute immediately because they keep relying on Eddie Goldman instead of Johnny Newton that you drafted in the second round, who you kept telling people he had a first round grade, but he fell all the way to 36. Like, he has to get those reps if you invested in him. A Mikey Sanders still, you invested in him to be the slot guy, and of course, slot playing corner is hard, but outside of the interceptions, he's not a consistent player. Ben Sinnott, you drafted him to be, I don't even know what he's supposed to be. Utility player?
Trey say fullback.
He always gonna say fullback, right? And Brandon
That's what it
Coleman.
used to
I
be
think the Brandon
in college.
Coleman thing is the one that has kind of tripped me up now because the expectation was into this offseason, and I have said this, unless you find someone that is better than Brandon Coleman at the left tackle, then that's when you shift them. I didn't expect for them to draft Josh Connolly at 29 the night of the draft. I'm going to be completely honest. So now you have a guy that's technically going to be a swing player because Chris Paul, from a whole 3 drafts before him, has taken his spot. So you got backups with high pick value.
But like, if you think about that, right? This is what people praise Howie for. Having those high value backups that you can get collateral for. Right? So and this is like, I don't know what they're going to do with Paul, right? I like what Brandon Coleman did, came in and spots last week in the Chiefs game. I think he played really well, right? The verdict is still out on Josh Connolly. Like, I think he's going to get it together. I think he's going to be good. But it does give you to wonder what's going to happen, right? Because if they trade Brandon Coleman now, then you're going to have to extend Chris Paul right now.
Yeah.
Because like you basically give him even more leverage in the offseason, knowing that you need a starter at left guard. So it's going to be interesting how that pans out for sure.
Just for conversation, as of 2 weeks ago, we were the sixth most injured team in the league. But as far as salaries are concerned, like in terms of how many, of the top tier players from a salary perspective are injured, we're number 16. Bengals are number 1, all because of their starting quarterback is injured, right? So
yeah, for sure.
So you look at it that way. It's different ways to look at that metric. So yeah, other teams are injured too. I guess the point I'm trying to make. It's not just us.
Yeah, agree. And like when you think of, yeah, I agree. Like I'm not trading Coleman. I'm re-signing Chris Paul too. Like, figure it out. You put yourself in this situation. Figure it out. I want to keep as much talent as possible, right? If Chris Paul is not looking for like top 5 guard money, you know what I'm saying? Like, he shouldn't be. So to Ceelo's point about the roster itself, I think Ceelo made the point, and he made a point about this a couple weeks ago, and I was kind of like, I think it makes sense, right? People like players like Dietrich Wise. I'm gonna drop this off. Players like Dietrich Wise, Eddie Goldman, which I think he is, but Eddie Goldman, who else? Like Jonathan Jones, Will Harris, players like that, and especially when you talk about Dietrich Wise, like those are players that you, right, CeeLo, like you shouldn't count on to be de factos, right? Like playmakers, right? Those guys are so makes your team so much better as depth pieces, right? Where you can bring in, like, you can have someone in front of them to, train them up. Some young guy that got the speed, got the energy, all that different type, and you bring them in to really like solidify your offense. It's a thing where veterans should be brought in to solidify a position group, not to lead a position group. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's missing here is that we have a lot of these veteran guys that's here to lead position groups. And I think that's where kind of the failure is in the roster construction, which I think.
Yeah, yeah. And like you said, you can bring them in for sure. I just don't feel like, but the other side, like what else are they supposed to do, right? Like I don't know who was available. I mean, we could go through this exercise all day, but who are available in free agency
Yeah.
that should have been added to that room? Okay, then you go to the draft. Who should we have drafted instead of other guys? You know what I mean? So you could play this game all day and trying to reconstruct this roster. So on one hand, I think they rely too heavily on some of these veteran players that have always been throughout their career solid rotational pieces. But on the other hand, I'm not sure what other options they had other than overpaying some other guys, adding to just bringing in just volume guys, right?
Yeah.
So one example is the infamous Jeremy Chin. Everybody talking about him lately, right? You could have kept Jeremy Chin and still brought in Will Harris.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with that? They're both low. Like Jeremy Chin did not get a crazy deal. He got like a 2-year, $10 million deal. Nobody got paid crazy that we let go. So so it goes back to that question you asked earlier, Deuce. Is it AP being really, really strict on his position value chart and saying, nope, I don't think you're worth whatever it is you think you're worth. I'm gonna stick to my budget or what I think is good value, and I'm gonna go there, and that's how I'm gonna build my roster. Coaches, you here, Coach Wynn, Coach Quinn, and Coach Witt have at it, and that might be where we're kind of in between. So that's what it is. And then the injury thing, y'all said it already. It's unfortunate, man. So it just compounded everything is snowballing.
No, but I mean, like that is a very fair point when you look at the guys that left us this year. None of them really had crazy contracts at all. They basically signed almost literally the same thing as they would sign over here. I mean, De'Ami Brown signs with Jacksonville for like a maybe 1 or 2 year deal. Zacchaeus signed.
Something like that.
Zacchaeus signs with the Bears over there, and they already have a stacked wide receiver room. Jeremy Chin signs a 2-year deal. Also has the same agent as Terry McLaurin, Buddy Baker, that we all found out this offseason. Yeah. So who's to say that we couldn't add a guy like a Will Harris still to the room? Who's to say we couldn't add these other guys with these guys on this team? Because now we're seeing it. We're seeing the depth of this team being absolutely tested to its core.
Yeah, I agree. Like, get the best players. Yeah, go ahead.
By the way, Kyler Murray is the problem.
Don't tell me Brissett out there. Brissett, yes, Brissett.
Slanging.
He out there dieting them up.
Slanging it.
Nah, Harrison out here cooking, looking like
it's 10-0. 10-0.
Hey, that's how he made Terry look, but that's
that's a different conversation. Here we go.
Go ahead.
By the way, that was on Deron Bland.
Oh my God!
Deron Bland fell. Whew. All right. So like,
whew. Hey, Pop, come in. So you see that? You see that
shit? Oh my man. God. Yeah, man. Nothing else I can add to that, bro. It's just
man, like, so yeah, it is. And when you build in this roster and you see how much money that we have currently, right? It's like, listen, we know you trying to get the money right for Jaden, but you ain't got to pay him for another few years. Like, go out here and spend this bread. You don't have to get a 5-year contract. Like, you do. I mean, these guys took 2-year deals. Of course, they will want a little bit more from us because like this is where they coming from, right? So they would want a million, a couple million more, maybe some more incentives. But I know for a fact that Oz they wanted to bring him back, but because of the Debo trade, he was like, he wanted to go somewhere else, which I get it. But I mean, maybe that was money too. Hey, look, take this extra 2 million, come back, right? Like it's okay. Like if you want, like competition is key. You can't be afraid to make your coaches coach, right? Like it's okay. You know what I mean? So you really can't think so much as you have to build this team at I think at 90 and not at 53. Because if you're building your team at 53, things like that happen when you're afraid to bring Will Harris and Jeremy Chin in. Right? You know what I'm saying? Because you're just trying to build for your 53 because you're worrying about who you're going to have to cut. Right? I would love to cut players that other teams want.
Right.
Right? Like
Right.
I don't. I'm tired of cutting players that we know for a fact we're gonna be able to bring back to the practice squad, and that's my issue. Right? I need you to build this roster, get the best players. If you're not going to spend that much money, then use the money, to bring in talent. Like like Diami, you could have like he might would have. I don't even think they wanted him back to be honest. Right, but he could have took
Yeah.
a like a 9 8 8 9 year deal with us. I wouldn't be like he probably would have did that. You know what I'm saying? So, but and you still bring in, you still draft Jalen Lane. You still have Luke.
Stick to your board.
Right. Like you
Yeah.
still trade for Debo. There's nothing wrong with any of that. Right. I
Yep.
mean, just imagine that's the room. Like let's see, like Terry, and I mean you still got Noah Brown, Terry, and that's the issue too. Them thinking that he was going to be a solid whatever. So you got Terry, you got Noah, Diami, Debo, Luke, Jalen. Like you want to have a good seven at least, especially for your wide receiver rooms of guys that can make the team, man. And like I get the Jalen Lane pick. Vito, see Vito, see. Hey, Blanche just got put in the blender. Yes, the
He
Amos.
did. He really did.
God,
My
boy.
worry is Peters is
Whew.
about to be taken advantage of tomorrow. Like I don't think so. That's one thing I know that he's not going to be done. Like we've seen him in a commander's log. We see him toe to toe with Howie and these other guys. Like I don't think he's going to be taken advantage of. Like you could say he was taken advantage of in a lot of more thing. That's because like he saw a window and he wanted to try to maximize on that window. So he made that move. Because just keep in mind that he wanted DJ Reed first. Right? He wanted DJ Reed first, but the Jets said no in that trade. So you think about that. And the Tunsil, like I don't think we was like I mean we gave up. I don't think we gave up like a crazy amount for Laramie Tunsil, especially him being a left tackle, or whatever. Premium left tackle. So I don't think he's going to be taken advantage of.
I think I need for me leaving the championship game. 55 points is really a hard pill to swallow. I get it. We turned the
Yeah,
ball over, but I just knew they were about to go all in on defense. I just knew it. I just knew we were about to go ball. Excuse me. I know we are gonna go crazy in free agency and go get the best guys possible to try to compete. And I just felt like it just wasn't quite that. Offense, I can almost give them a little bit of some grace because it was so good. And I just felt like, how can we be like if even if we regressed, it would still be good.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So I was open to some regression from the offensive side because statistically it was hard to keep 75% completion rate, right? Stuff like that.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
I was almost like, let's shift to the defense. Let's get it with some help, like real help. Unfortunately, we couldn't trade Jonathan Allen, right? When that probably would have been a trade candidate this time last year, but it wasn't because of the injury. But like things, we could have done to the defense, I just didn't see that kind of commitment. It was okay because, like I said, Wise, Harris, Goldman. We already had John, Baptiste. We have some guys. It's not bad. It's just I thought we would kind of get a little bit more there, and it never transpired. And so 55 points is I'm like, yo, we gotta do something. Like, and I just couldn't get around that. That not doing enough there.
Yeah, for sure. Like Man, looking back and looking at free agency and the different things like and another thing we got to think about when we're talking about roster construction is a lot of people say like we didn't get any big time free agents in certain positions that other teams did. Like you have to be extremely careful comparing what we did to what other teams did. Like a team will go out there and spend big money on the wide receiver because they don't have anyone in a room to be like a wide receiver one. But we did it in a sense, right? So you wouldn't go big there. Milton Williams, another big free agent. We wouldn't go D tackle there if we brought in Kinlaw and we still have Payne, right? Like you have to
Mhm.
like when you doing these comparisons, you gotta hindsight is always 2020, of course, but you
Mhm.
gotta look at the rosters that these players are going to. Unless when you look at like in things like what happened with Dallas, that doesn't happen often, right? When you trading for like two bona fide number one dudes, you know what I'm saying? Um, but they got a big thing. They got a they got. Are they going to pay him in the off season? Like I don't know. Like that's something they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
have to deal with then. They might find themselves in a Bengals type situation. But yes, Payne. All right, so let's talk about let's go here. And that's a great point, Nick, and that's a lot of that. So like when you have those conversations with the timeline, they just think that it was all of these blue chip players available in free agency, but that wasn't the case.
Nope.
But let's go right back here as far as trade candidates. This is what I had earlier. I had let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Or DT, give me yours. Give me you got yours off the top.
Like I said, man, trade everybody other than 578. Like
Mhm.
I'm at this point, and it's not really desperation. I'm not being very dramatic, but this team has got to find a way to address these missing spots, and it's mainly at the premium positions: wide receiver, edge rusher. That has been the two key positions that have been hurt for the entirety of this whole season. And every guy that you tried to replace the guy that has been starting, you are not getting that, especially at wide receiver. So we got to find a way to recoup some picks. And like Deron Payne, I think that's a guy that can garner some interest because he's a guy that can go on a team that's in a playoff chase or trying to compete for a Super Bowl. He can help them out. Whereas run defense or rush the passer, we can't stop the run or we can't do nothing on defense. No way. So why keep him?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's really where I am. Oh yeah, we
Mhm.
talked about it at the top, Vito. But if you want to add something, you're more than welcome. We're going to end up keeping Debo. Free agency isn't all that at wide receiver. That's a great point. In the draft, I don't know where we're going to be drafted. I mean, I know everyone talks about the best couple wide receivers. They probably be gone by the time we pick. I mean, it just depends where we fall.
Yeah.
But I think so. This is what I have right. I've had as of trade, like the trade deadline right now, as of 4 o'clock tomorrow, assets that not part of long term plans. And that long term, I'm saying is like 2 to 3 years, right? So, like for me, these would be the people that I would make known that is available for trade. Bobby Wagner, that you probably not gonna get anything, but you might get a team out there that's looking for some depth that wouldn't mind bringing in former Pro Bowl or Super Bowl winner. Take whatever you can get. Zach Ertz, he's still showing that he can contribute. You bring Zach Ertz, make him tight end two somewhere or something like that. Like I think that can absolutely boost your team. He's shown that he's reliable, and he can still get open. He got that old savviness to him. Andrew Wiley, we've heard he getting a lot of his name is getting thrown around a lot. As somebody else that I'll move. Von Miller, I think you'll have a team out there that wouldn't mind having a pass rusher that can play a few snaps a game. And then all these guys is like day three picks, right? Most seventh round, but stack your picks, move around so you get ammo to move around the board. Deron Payne, of course, right? He's under contract next year, so it's not like we have to get rid of him. But he doesn't have any guaranteed money next year, so I'm sure he's gonna be looking for some type of an extension But I just don't think he does enough in a sense consistently to be like, you know what, we have to keep him. Right? If you can get a second, a third, or a fourth for him, I think you pull the trigger and you do it.
Mm.
And the last one is Debo Samuel. Right? I think I want to get young at the wide receiver position. I'm just gonna be honest with you. If Terry gonna be here at 31, everybody else need to be 26 and younger. Right? Like I want a young,
Humble.
speedy wide receiver room that can move. I think Debo is still good, but he's also on a decline of his years. Like we can see, like he came out on fire at the beginning of the year, right? And Terry was there too, so that helped him out a lot. But these last few weeks, he just haven't been that guy. You know what I'm saying? And he's been injured. So like those are mine, right? I'm willing to move off from all of those guys. 'Cause I just don't think they're in the long term makeup as far as 2 to 3 years. What happened, DT?
Yo, the Cowboys fumbled and they panned the camera. They had Stephen A. sitting next to Jerry Jones, and Stephen A. looking like, "Hey, yo, we lit tonight, yo."
That troll game with the Cowboys and
Papa
Stephen
here
A
crying,
is beauty, bro.
It
It
is.
is beauty for sure. Look at Fox. Hold on, we've been here 2 hours.
No, an hour. It says hour for me.
It says hour, man.
Hour, 6 minutes, 27, 28, 29.
Oh, my time ain't. I didn't update my computer.
Hey,
I ain't update my service. That just say 10 o'clock.
10 08.
And then the live is stream. What's your live say, DT?
Mine says an hour and 6.
Oh, my jump say 2 hours and 6. So I was
God.
like, wait a minute. I know we ain't been here no 2 hours. That's crazy. But what do you all think? We about to get out of here, man. What do y'all think about those trades? That's why I said it's so much more to talk about, bro, for this season. But we ain't gonna try to do all of it today. We got a long off season.
Yeah, I'm with you on all that. I've seen a list where they had everybody. I mean, I'm talking Wiley. I'm talking Allegretti. Um, I've seen obviously Payne. I've seen Luvu right before the suspension, but even with the suspension, you can still straight them. Um, you already said Bobby Zach Ertz. So I think a lot of players, I mean, a lot of fans, right, in some media are open to trading anyone that's not a rookie on a rookie deal and not obviously cost prohibitive. Like, I just don't think you can trade Terry. That's a 60 million or $58 million cap hit. That's stupid, right? So, uh, outside of those kinds of deals where you're gonna pay a lot of money for, I don't think you trade Tunsil. People even that's to me that's crazy. You just gave up all that draft capital to turn around and trade them for what? Like that's just doesn't make any sense. So everybody has, if you're not on a rookie deal, you're not on an expiring contract, and you don't have a crazy contract, which is very few. Ken Law and Terry, you're open. That's it. You got, like you say all the time, though, dudes. You got to fill the team, so you can't do everybody. And I doubt people are going to move everybody, but there may be some. There's some potential suitors if you do it right from an Adam Peters perspective, and you talk with the player. I doubt you get these older players. Like I think a guy like Bobby and Zach Ertz, I think these are guys that you probably respect, and they have a certain amount of cachet that you can't just move them without them knowing, stuff like that. So I'm not sure how that works in the NFL, right? Like I don't know. Like, I think Bobby's here because he wants to be here. He just don't want to be some trade piece at the deadline. So I don't know how that works, but in theory, yeah, all the people are available players.
Yeah, I agree. I think we gotta look at some of these key guys that's, in terms of depth. Nick Allegretti, I think he's a above average guard that can play both sides, can play center. Andrew Wiley can play tackle, guard. Only thing he can't play is center. So like those are two guys I would think can garner the most interest, especially for these teams that has been dealing with injuries on the own line, maybe like the Vikings or someone just to throw out there. The Debo thing is interesting because I asked that question the other day, And while I do love Debo, I just don't think they can really afford to have another guy in their 30s in this wide receiver room. And Debo's injury is, even when he's playing, you can tell he's hindered. He doesn't have that same burst, that same impact on some of the gadget plays that we try to run. So I just think, like, I kind of hate it because I do like Debo, but I just don't see them bringing him back next year. I think they have to truly reset the wide receiver room, even with Terry in there, and find a guy that could be explosive and can help grow with Jada Daniels, even really just skill position overall. But yeah, I don't see Debo coming back. Maybe trade him to the 49ers or something, They take
Send him
guys.
back. Oh man. What y'all talking about? They over here wilding out. EJ take an injured Brian. Oh, Brian Thomas injured now? Yeah, he did
I
get
ain't know.
hurt last week. He did get hurt last week. What did the chance Mariota win some games off pure? That might get ugly, Nico. Like people don't want to win games. That might get ugly. But I mean, hey man, you never know, man. It's the NFL. It's the NFL. I think Drake Jackson is it next week? I think it's after Spain. I think it's fourth game. So I think probably we might see him after the bye week because I think you open his window up after the Spain game. Let's see what he got. He said Stephen A. walked out.
That's funny.
Look, he's the second. Look at Ben. He's the second person that said that we could flip Bill for fifth and sixth.
Oh
Come
God.
on, man. We can't trade all. We trying to get talent. Yeah, I mean, I'm with like Mitch. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Even during the summer, remember, I didn't like. Even if we extended Terry or not, I wanted a wide receiver in the first round. And even if we keep Debo or not, I still want a wide receiver in the first round. Like, I don't care. I want a young dude that can fly.
Yeah, we gonna have to. Oh, he's got a block punt. Um.
That's crazy.
So he left the troll.
Yeah, 7 points for the Cowboys. That's such a crazy play. Um. Yeah. I don't know how we gonna get an edge rusher, man. I gotta figure that. We gotta figure that out.
I think that depends on the market and the draft. I mean, we'll probably be in position to take a guy in the first round. We just gotta see. We'll get there. We get there, but I do like getting a guy like Traylon Burks and Drake London, two young guys you could take a risk on,
Did you say Drake
to
London?
see what they got, and if you want to bring them in for next year, you could do that.
Yeah, because I
You
don't.
said
They ain't exercised his fifth year. Ain't he a free agent
you
or
said
something?
Drake London.
No, did
You
I say London?
you did.
I think
Oh,
he meant
Drake
Drake
Jackson.
Jackson.
My fault.
Oh, okay.
Both of them went to
I wish.
USC.
I wish.
Let's see what we want in a while. What you want a while speed or route technique? I mean, can we have both?
Both.
Like, bro, like I'm a Redskins, Washington football, Braves, Commander. Like, can we have both? Like Santana was both, right? Like Pierre Garcon was both. Like, why I gotta choose? Like, give me
Mm-hmm.
both.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You got to ask DT that. I haven't watched. I don't.
We
I
might. We
haven't been
might.
there yet.
Kid look good.
If the Cowboys don't extend crash out over there, we might be in the market.
Yeah, he's definitely. I do want to look at Terry contract because I don't think his contract is that bad next year as far as cap. Um, next year, uh, I gotta look at it and see how much
Yeah, I think
cash or whatever.
I don't think it's bad. Nope.
As far as not being able to bring in another guy, like I just don't think that's the case. I think we still should be able to be able to pay somebody. We have to buy an edge. Our next pick is in the third where we cook. I would take P. We can fix him. I don't care about brotherhood anymore. Man, Mitch tired of it, man. Oh man, yeah. Let's hope, Nick. Appreciate you, man. We about to get out of here too, man. We got a lot to talk about. We're gonna keep it going. Don't forget, man. If y'all up in the morning getting ready for work, whatever the case may be, on X, me and Unc in the mornings, a little Riddle Radio. On X is just audio, is not video. We put the link in there if you want to call in just to say anything, whatever's on your mind on a radio type format. Definitely do it, man. We going from like 8:35, between 8:15, 8:35. So come chop it up with us, man. It's been kind of cool these last 3 weeks. So and I mean, usually the couple days after the game is all Commanders, but we talk about all DC sports and stuff that's going on around the world or whatever. So definitely need to chop in with us. DT, what you got this week?
The Ins and Out D podcast will be premiering this week. Definitely going to be having the same topic. Opening the floor to anybody. You guys want to be on the podcast this week to share your concerns and vent, and we can talk about what things are. I am going to have the StreamYard link up. I'm gonna post it the day of the podcast, so anyone can join up there. We can, have a conversation about this team and what to expect.
Yeah, I might do that because I gotta talk to Caleb about something. We're gonna do this on video.
Stay tuned for that.
What you guys say?
Not much, man. I stopped by the pre-game rally, Sunday rally. Saturday evening. I got there late, so it was kind of, winding down. I just got off a plane, but real nice, man. It was real nice. Shout out to AJ. I just missed Breeze, but Breeze was there, and
Breeze held it down for us, man.
Yeah, it was a good look. Great atmosphere. It's great. So
yeah, it was cool. Like I couldn't make it, all the things that was going on, but Breeze went in our stead for Riddle. And he was there, had a good time, man. They had our own little spot for us, and they had discounts and stuff for all that good stuff. But appreciate that, man. I think they're gonna continue to do things like that, and them being able to meet some players and some
CP was there.
Some old players. Shout out to AJ, man. Trap or Die podcast, and D'Angelo Hall. Like we got a text group, and she's like, man, like I mean, I have it's something when you have that I ain't gonna get it. Y'all don't need it. All right, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate your time. We know your time is very valuable for you to spend it with us. We absolutely appreciate it. Remember, hold up. I did say I wanted to play that video, didn't I? Hold on. I did want to do that for y'all real quick. I gotta pull it up. It may take a little bit because it gotta load in the system. But yeah, man. So let's try to talk a little bit more, y'all. I forgot all about it. I can try to pull it up. This is the video for Art Monk. Presentation for this retirement thingy jiggy. Let me see if I can pull it up. Oh boy. And Art Monk was one of he was really like a quiet, wasn't he? Because you don't hear too much about Art Monk in that sense, like from the old head. I mean, like they'll talk like the posse. It's like he's always mentioned with the posse or whatever. But like what he meant to them, like you hear more about like the crash outs, like Charles Mann and all them dudes, more than what you hear about like him. But they said like Unc was talking about it earlier, how valuable he was to the team and to the community. He went to did you know he was a running back at Syracuse?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's actually a running back in college. Yeah.
I know either. Dang.
Yeah, Smoke was they were talking about it early on Radio. He was actually a running back. Um, and he had the
Yeah,
receptions record for a long time. The
okay.
all-time receptions record for a long time. That's what I'm saying, man. We had so much success, bro. We had so many, and that's a
We did.
crazy because like on the flip side of it, like we gave the NFL like over 3 decades to do stuff, and we just been. And then like even if you think about it, like me and Troy was talking about this not too long ago. You would think that like over the last 3 decades that we would have had like a lot of top five picks and all that, but we really been mid for the majority of these last 30 years, like right in the middle or just below middle. We haven't been one of them teams that had a whole lot of like top five picks.
It's true. It's a good point.
Yeah, just hang around for a couple more minutes and then I will I'll kind of play it and really end the show for everyone that's still listening. Um
Yeah, they did a good job with everything last night. The night show. I mean, the night time experience.
yeah. Oh, hey, and we got lift gates now.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Did you notice that, CeeLo?
What
Where
do you
you
mean?
park? Did you park in the red zone lot?
I did.
You ain't notice the lift gates like when you walking down going towards the stadium where the security usually stand at the entrances.
Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Those are
I did not
lift
notice
gates
that.
now.
I did not notice that.
Yeah, they not like the
Okay.
little chains on the rope type thing anymore. We
I know
actually
you're
got
talking about.
lift gates.
So where it separates the road from the red zone line, that little
Mm-hmm.
barrier. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can drive up, but they block it off
Yep.
because you can't
Yep.
come in from that way. But yeah, they
That's what's
got
up.
little barriers now, little lift gates. I say, look at us, boy. We just moving on up. And I was talking to my wife when he was walking up there. I said, man, it's interesting. Like you see, like they not being cheap either, bro. Like they could be like, nah, we about to leave here in 5 years. We ain't spending all this money on these lift. You know what I'm saying? Like and he'll be rightly to do so for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
But they still taking the time to do those things. So
I agree.
that's exciting. Um, try to get it to pull up, man. And y'all ain't gotta hang around too if y'all don't want see DT. But I did say I was gonna do it and I kind of forgot. But I really enjoyed it, man. They oh and he said Redskins too. Y'all ahead. You know the crowd went crazy when no, he didn't. Gary Clark did earlier when it was him and Ricky Sanders on the jumbotron talking about our money. Did you notice that, CeeLo?
Yeah, I noticed that too. Yep. Yeah, they were
Crowd
talking,
went.
and then I know what's my boy Chuck. Chuck, or is it Chuck or Chick? Chick was doing the MC. Chick Hernandez.
Oh, yep. He said it too. Yeah, people not like it. It's becoming like it's whatever. Okay, let me see you downloading. Oh yeah, Kim loved the actor. Kim said the food has been great. And what didn't they go back to like old prices last year? I mean this game for like from prices back in the day or something. I thought somebody
Oh,
said.
I saw some on X about that. I wasn't sure if that was real or if that was some like joke. So I didn't really confirm because I didn't see the prices. Them drink
Yeah,
prices
my wife
weren't
said it
weren't
wasn't.
weren't old school.
But a lot of people had hot dog. Maybe they just there's a lot of people had hot dog. Like they kept walking back and forth. Uh, people was coming back with hot dogs, which is not normal. People usually don't on that, but yeah. So yeah, I know I couldn't go to the Lions game next week or the Eagles game, because I got the Christmas thing in Detroit. But so the tickets, how they give you a suggested price, them joints went down because it was like 230 something. Now it's like 181 to like no, it's like 165 to 181 for next week. That jumped down after that game. Cause that's what's drawn, like Jaden, right? Like so
Mm-hmm.
down had Jaden, so it is what it is.
No Jay, no Terry. It's real
Uh
bleak.
oh, she said just at Legends. Oh, okay. Okay, Legends Plaza, it was cheaper. Got it. That makes sense.
I don't think I've ever been in Legends Plaza.
You know where it is though, right?
I do. It's on that side.
Yeah.
I'm in the 304, but I mean on that side stay. It's right on that side. I just never been.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I got a routine. I don't get in there early enough.
Man, take a forever to load this drink, but I think it's coming. It's like 6 minutes, six something minutes. And he was up that jump crying,
Hmm.
but he looked real put together. He seems such like an upstanding dude, man. Kim said they got music and stuff. I actually don't even know if I can play it to be honest, because um, I don't know if it's gonna ping me or not. I will do this.
Did
Let's
y'all
just
see the
do it this way.
Seahawks debut on a kickoff package? Two 300-pound defensive linemen.
I ain't even paying no attention.
Yeah, they put two D linemen, interior linemen, 300 pounds on their kick coverage, and the that was a group that caused a fumble against Jalen Lane.
Oh, on a punt team? Oh, the
Oh,
kickoff.
was that no? That was kickoff.
No, the
That was
kickoff.
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 Yep, and that's what helped cause that fumble. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's because Luke wasn't out there, and um,
No,
that
Miss
was it.
Kim, I haven't like because we leave the tailgate or I get in, I go straight to my seat. Or I go, I do some other stuff. I get the little wristband and stuff like that. Get some food in the 300 section. I go to my seat. So I'll never get time to check out the Legends Plaza. I gotta leave. I got Gerardo one day. I'm gonna leave earlier and try to get up there just to see what's up.
It's crazy. We had like 3 IRs yesterday. Did y'all even like? That's insane, bro. We
They
had three
say they
players
say
that was
injuries
going
injuries
IR.
come in bunches. We're getting
Well,
the bunches.
we had a bunch of bunches. Like we done had a
Very
bunch of
sad.
bunches. I mean, I think this game was worse than Green Bay. Seemed like it.
Yeah, man, I don't disagree. Both of them were terrible.
I'll just play this little clip because this is taking too long to load. And I don't even know if I could play the whole thing because last time I tried to put it on the channel, it blocked it. I was like, this is my phone. But I guess when you do the when you do the jumbotron, it probably has like a code in it or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think it was. Let me know if y'all can hear it. Y'all hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. This is just a piece of it. This is the light show on the field, which was I didn't even know we had that type of equipment, bro. Like I didn't even know we had that type of equipment, yeah. I didn't know we had that type of equipment, man. But yeah, man, we about to get out of here for
nice.
sure this time. Appreciate y'all, man. We'll tap in with y'all later. Peace, man.
All right, y'all.
All right.